Hello, I'm Dr. Jeff Greenfield here at Deer Park Veterinary Hospital. We're here to talk today about cat wellness, and my assistant Zach is going to ask some questions to help you understand why cat wellness is important.
Dr. Greenfield, what is a cat wellness exam?
Cat wellness exam is when you would bring your cat to see us here at Deer Park when you're not having any concerns about your cat's behavior. When they're healthy, doing the normal things, just to keep on the wellness plan to make sure that they're doing what they should be doing and make sure we're not having any health issues that we need to address.
What will a veterinarian be looking for during my cat's wellness exam?
We would start with talking with you about how they're doing, their history, and we would do a full physical exam. So we would check their eyes, their ears, their mouth. We would palpate or feel the cat all over. Listen to their heart and lungs, and just make sure that we're not finding anything out of the normal.
Will my cat's wellness exam require any specific lab work or procedures?
We do like to do some lab testing on a regular basis. Checking the stool sample to make sure that they haven't picked up any intestinal parasite is important, so that's something that you could bring along with you. And in certain situations, we would draw some blood from the cats to check their organ health, and make sure that we're not finding any underlying diseases that we need to address.
And Dr. Greenfield, how does wellness impact the longevity and health of my cat?
It's very important for us to find if there's any health issues going on early. And cats are very good at hiding abnormal symptoms. So it would be very easy for them to be masking something that's going on. And in many situations, if we can find those conditions earlier rather than later, we'd be much more successful at treating them and keeping your cat healthier and living a longer, happier life.
When do you recommend I bring in my cat for a veterinary wellness exam?
A lot of that depends on how old your cat is. Certainly if it's a new cat that you've just obtained, we'd recommend you bring him or her in very soon, within a week or two of adoption. So that way we can find out if there's anything that we need to address early. If it's a kitten, then we would want to see them every few weeks for vaccine appointments and wellness exams. For young adult cats, so between 1 and 6 to 7 years of age, we like to see them once a year. And for older cats, 7 and older, we do recommend seeing them twice a year because a lot of times diseases can progress more quickly and we can see things happen more often when they're older.
What are some signs and symptoms that my cat might not be feeling well?
Cats can be very good at hiding when they're not feeling well. So sometimes the signs are very subtle. Your cat may be just a little less active or sleeping more than usual. Sometimes they're moving around less and just laying down more. Sometimes they're sitting in different spots than their usual happy spots. So they'll be hiding more or just in spots where they're not as likely to go. Some cats that like being up high will avoid getting up to those higher spots if they're uncomfortable, for instance. Or a lot of times when cats feel well, they just hide more than usual and not as social. Other cats, when they're more sick, you would see some more clear symptoms. For instance, if they're having any GI issues, you might see vomiting, loss of appetite, or some stool changes. If they're having urinary issues, you might see changes with their litter box habits. They might be going more often or less often or in odd spots outside the litter box. Or certainly cats that are itchy, you'll see some behavior changes there. They can be scratching themselves or chewing or licking themselves more. And sometimes you can see physical changes with their coat and their skin.
What are some possible environmental factors that can affect my cat's wellness?
The biggest environmental factor that affects cats' wellness is whether they're allowed to go outdoors or not. Cats that are maintained on a strict indoor lifestyle removes a lot of their risk factors. We don't have to worry about them getting in fights with strange animals. We don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. Infectious disease risk is low. So that's the biggest factor. Otherwise, we can see a lot of stress factors affecting cats. So that would be other pets in the household, other environmental factors such as the air quality can make a difference. So that could be seasonally with pollens and molds and allergic issues in the air versus stuff that's in the air from the people that live there. Cigarette smoke, air fresheners, those kind of things can all affect cats as well.
Why is early detection so important to the well-being of my cat?
Early detection of disease processes can be very important for us returning cats to health and helping them live happier, healthier lives. So that's the most important part of the regular wellness exams, is that we can sometimes detect issues before they become problematic and keep the cats healthier longer, especially with dental care. Cats can have some dental disease that leads them to have other issues that we can address with routine treatment of the teeth, for instance, that a lot of the owners wouldn't be able to detect as well as we would. So early detection of having issues helps us to be able to address those quicker and keep your cats healthier and more comfortable long term. So if you have any questions about cat wellness that we didn't cover here, or if you'd like to get your cat in to see us, please give us a call. We're always here for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Greenfield.